If you want to be successful in corporate America, you really have to start taking care of yourself. I put as much effort into my makeup and how I look in the morning when I go to work as I do when I go out with my friends on a weekend. It's the same thing. I just have accepted that that's part of my requirement of a corporate job is to look good. In fact, I'm always surprised how in these big four consulting firms, I used to work in big four consulting for almost 10 years, and I'm always surprised how in these firms, considering how much training they do, because they do so much training when you start, like related to compliance, ethics, company values, sexual harassment, all that stuff. They have so much training that they pour into newcomers coming into the workforce. I'm always so surprised that there's not a specific verbatim training that goes into how much your looks will matter in the professional world. And I think it's because we're in America and people are too afraid to say that. But to be honest with you, looks will do just as much for your career as doing great work. So you need to start taking care of yourself. So if you're overweight, get on the skinny side of TikTok, start losing some weight. If your clothes aren't that nice, get better clothes. You have to do that. That's part of the job. Invest in better clothes. It will help your career. I know nobody wants to spend money on that, but you have to because that will ultimately help you in the long run in your career. And then, of course, spend a bunch of time figuring out how to get people to like you at work. Now, if you are good at this naturally, great. But if you need to read some books on how to do that, maybe read those books so that you become better at getting people to like you. But how you look, that first impression, matters so much. And by the way, I'm not even one of these skinny girls. I am a strong size 6. On a good day, maybe I'm a size 4, but I will make sure I'm at a 4 or a 6. I will never let that go to an 8. If I'm seeing the scale go up, I am changing what I'm eating. I'm changing my workout plan. I'm changing something to make sure I always look good, because that to me is part of my success in the corporate world. That to me is a requirement of a corporate world. And I always will make sure that I look good and look professional. And I don't know why they don't tell you this when you first start in any companies. I don't know why they don't teach you this in college, but your looks really matter, really matter. So if you want to get to the top in corporate America, start looking the part, start looking good, because it definitely won't hurt. And not doing it just gives an opportunity for somebody else who does do it to get ahead of you. So that's my advice. As much as you don't want to hear it, if you need a motivator for summer, let this be your motivator. Get on a program, get on a plan, and start looking good. And in the morning, put in the time, put in the effort to look nice when you go to work. That's my advice. It sucks, but I don't make the rules. That's just how it is in the corporate world. So